This should be on. Hey guys, welcome back as always. My name is Leyzar, and today we're going to be talking about the Convectrix, but more specifically its new Augment efficient beams that you guys can get from level 7, I think, of the brand new Nightwave. So here we go. Only consumes ammo when dealing damage and plus 150% status chance. And to be honest, it's a Convectrix, right? I didn't expect much of it, but I'm gonna show you a couple of setups and what the weapon can do with this awesome new Augment. So we got a setup right here. I'm gonna show you riven mods, but I think we're gonna change to standard setups as well. So what do we got? We got Point Blank, Toxic Barrage together with Shell Shock, which will make corrosive, more corrosive with Prime Charge Shell. Prime Ravage is here, critical damage with 34.4% crit chance, but you'll see why just a tad later. And this riven is absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. Toxin, critical chance, magazine capacity, and minus slash. Now, the plus magazine capacity is definitely comfortable because with this brand new Augment, you're just gonna keep your trigger pressed down through the entire mission. Basically, you're only gonna stop just to reload. But the point here is that removing slash from the weapon will make it into a full-blown armor stripper, right? So we're gonna be able to proc corrosive a whole lot more easier. It's the same concept as you do the comb, for example, if you get something like negative slash. Health chamber for multi-shot, of course, and shell shock. Now, one of the benefits to this thing is that you can reach the 100% true status chance with just 2 of the 60 mods, given the fact that the Convectrix has a base of 30% status chance. And that's a big deal, alright? That is a big deal because keep in mind this is a beam weapon, so per ammo you are getting 2 damage ticks on the target, and that means 2 sources of applying a potential proc. In our case, that proc is guaranteed, and we're looking at a riven disposition of 5 out of 5. So let's see what the weapon can do with something like this. No buffs, alright? No buffs, no buffs. I know it's gonna energy siphon, that's fine. I know it's gonna be a bit hard to see the Convectrix as an actual good weapon, but trust me, my friends, it's not bad anymore, honestly. Now, there's still one thing which is bad. The beams still need to meet in the goddamn center, and don't get me started on the secondary fire rate. But let's see what the weapon can do with a souped up setup such as this, and you will see that it's able to fully melt high level targets in just a matter of seconds. Absolutely bloody beautiful, isn't it? And once again, it's thanks to that fantastic status chance that we get from the Augment. And again, I'm not consuming any ammo. I can just run through the mission like this, which is awesome. It's super comfortable. Yes, this is a riven setup, but then again, my friends, do you think that Convectrix rivens are expensive right now? No, just go and get one, get 2, get 3, and just roll them with a bit of kuva, see what you can get. So you can go for an approach such as this and make it into a stripper. Now, if I was to quote-unquote blow your mind, what I can do is unpause the AI so they can hit me and I can get my buffs. Now, Harrow is going to give me the critical chance, which the Convectrix does not have, giving it 16% base crit chance, and I'm going to switch to a build like this with Corrosive Projection, Arcane Rage, and Avenger. Avenger is still useful, considering all the numbers adding up, so yes, one Avenger is still quite useful. And with buffs from Harrow, it can just like, well, I guess it's better to show you. I'm going to use my 4th ability to get my critical chance on, and of course my 2nd ability will grant me fire rate as well as reload speed. Oh, and fire rate on this weapon right now is a massively good idea, even with something like repeater clip. But you can just go with shotgun spaz and 90%. So if you get fire rate on your riven mod, that's definitely not a bad thing. So check it out. Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely freaking fantastic. Yes, it is with Warframe buffs, but before this was simply not possible, and I just dead. Dead. Fantastic, isn't it? Now, let's try to be a bit more down to earth, because not everybody's gonna get a minus slash mod, right? Minus slash riven. So what we can do is embrace the fact that this weapon does have a good amount of slash on it, and what we can do is change that riven and make it into a slasher. Now, I'm gonna be taking rivens into account simply because, again, they're not very expensive right now for the Convectrix. Normally, when you get one of these things, you're like, oh, damn it, out of all the shotguns in the game, couldn't it be something else? So I changed things up just a little bit. We got this riven on. Now, multi-shot and damage is usually the type of riven that you want to go for on weapons that can't really make use of crit. Now, initially I didn't use blunderbuss because it's only 90%. This is the issue with critical shotguns, if you will. The prime blunderbuss went pretty pleased, so there's that. Now on this one we got Toxic Barrage and Frigid Blast, which will be making the Vital Elemental combo, and a bit more multi-shot with Vigilante Armaments, more damage with Vicious Spread. And you might say Blaze, guys, I love Blaze just as much as anybody, but it's gonna introduce heat on the weapon. I don't want more heat procs, what I want is more slash procs, and given the IPS rules in Warframe, slash is proc priority #1 by a mile. So let's see what it can do with some slash procs. No buffs from Harrow. There we go. Perfect. Now let's spawn in those targets. Same level 120 corrupted heavy goons. Take a look. Awesome amount. Now I can stop, right? Just so you can see the slashes. That is awesome, honestly. For a Convectrix is fantastic. And of course the punch through will be working its magic, which is why the second target died on the right over there. And as you can see, the slashes are simply fantastic. Now the values aren't super high. You can get up to 2,000, something like that, if you get lucky with an orange crit from Vigilante Armaments. But the point is, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. So if you want to build it into Slash, you can do it with something like this. And overall, my friends, I think that Combustion Beam brought everything that the Convectrix needed, bar one. Bar one. The beams still need to meet in the middle, which is a bit of a pain when you're taking the weapon into average everyday missions. Now, of course, you see I'm still holding my trigger press down right now, and you can go for the mission like this, but instead of the not consuming ammo part, I think it would have been a whole lot more smart, let's say, if the beams would just start from the bloody middle. As for the augment, guys, I love it. Honestly, I think they did a tremendous job with it, and you know what? It does add a whole lot of power on the Convectrix. And I think that's pretty much it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. If you got any feedback for me, I would love to read it in the comment section down below. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.